welcome back guys and girls to my little YouTube channel. Today is the 1st of July and I thought we'd have a look around to see what's happened since last time. Now if you're not in the UK, we've had some phenomenal weather, particularly this week, last few days, or in fact since April really. The only problem is we've had not a lot of rain. But anyway, so I shall start off. Obviously the bar area has been open and closed, but if I just start off here, this is one of my Musella Lasiocarpias. I see we've just been putting some waste down there. This is the other one, and this one that's always done better than the other one. And somewhere in here, there in fact is a pup. So we have a pup growing from it. The other name for this is the golden lotus. I don't know how many years. I've got to have it before it flowers. Also, I've got to protect it during the winter. But as you can see, there's another roller coming out. There's a roller coming out of that one as well. So we go around. Also, I've got the pink chinas here, as you can see, a couple of years old. And here is Sikkimensis Bengal tiger. Here, amongst that, I kept it all in the same pot because they need the same watering and the same feed. As you see with my hand here. So this is a couple of years old, these runners in here. So just stand back. The other one is a Cheesmanii, or the Cheesman banana. It's much smaller, more compact than the Basjoo, and it has a darker brown pseudostem. And I don't know if you can see it too well here, but the underneath is red. It's really deep red purple, and the underneath is virtually very light green. Could be white, as opposed to the top. I don't think you can see that so well. Maybe we've had a lot of wind, so it's taken a bit of a battering, as you can see. So they're all in massive pots on wheels. And this is the canary date palm, which I got for nothing, and because it's all long and lanky, I've tied it together so it stays in one place. There's lots and lots. I'll just go in here just for a minute. This is new. There's a lot of new growth in there. So I tied it together so it don't move too much, because it has been really windy. The bamboo, the Nagra, the black bamboo shoots, they've taken off now. And this is the Butia Odorata, which I've got put in a big pot. And again, in here, that big, all new growth in there. That's a B&M special. So that's a Butia Odorata. Just a Calla in there, Calla Lily. Again, my other bamboo, it's all doing well now. Weren't too sure if it was dead when I got it, but it seems to be doing okay, thriving away. Just a Cordline that I replanted. There's a couple of lilies in that pot. The African Queen lilies. My Hostas. Japonica spider's web. That hasn't flowered yet, starting to flower, is it? Not yet. Spider's web. The other spider's web. And the other hosta, which has flowered, or is flowering. So one down here, another Cordline. And in here, we have the Salvias. The bees like these from last year. There's a few different types of salvias here, but they never came back up. Only this one. This is the Amstead. I see standard Japonicas back there. There's a Trachy here, which got a big new fronds coming out. A couple of new fronds coming out. I'll wait till they go brown before I cut them off. And if we just stand back, this is one banana. As you can see, it took a battering. It was really windy. It's been taking a battering. There's a roller, has a new roller there, as you can see. It's probably got to come my way. It's got to follow. I think it's got to follow the old one. Then there's another roller coming out of the pups. These pups are from last year. There's no new pups. I've looked. There's no new pups down there for this year. This will go in here. There's a pink china down there. I planted. As you can see, I've got Persicarias here. I've given it a haircut and stuff. They just have runners, as you know. Purple Fantasy, and I've got the Red Devils over here. That's a Waggy. This is a Waggy here. You see there's another one trying to come out, another new growth there. And these are red and yellows are Alstroemerias. I think they're called Indian Summer. I'm quite sure they're Indian Summer. There. I put these just to get back colour, and you can see there's some at the back there. They're a different type, and there's some other different lilies there to give it some colour. Otherwise, it's all green. So that's the other banana. Again, they took a bit of battering. There's a new roll, as you can see, popping up there. It's Trekkie. You can see the new growth shot up. They love the weather, eh? There's another one still coming up there. In fact, there's two more coming up. Fountain down here. Need to clean the fountain, put some stuff in it. Alstroemerias, this is a different type of Alstroemerias. I'm not too sure which one this is called, to be honest with you. It's red. At the back, see, this is the bananas from a different angle. And you see there's a big roller coming out of that one. And I believe there's a pup coming out of that lot there. And as you can see, poking through, bloody stuff. They're all on that tree, you see, and all behind that fence. Anyway, I go in there every other day and pull it all off. So this is a Waggy. That also does very well. As you can see, it's got new growth coming out. Another one here as well coming out. Oh, look, there's a ladybird sitting on there, minding its own business. And tucked away in there, this is Sikkimensis Bengal tiger. That survived, but it couldn't keep the height last year. I don't think it's enough sun there. And we've got Crocosmias, the red ones. Again, that gives it some colour. Some at the front haven't come out yet. Slowly coming out. The weather's been fantastic. And these are African Queen Lilies. They've just came out yesterday. And look at that pollen in there. I've not had any, the birds haven't noticed it yet. No, sorry, I'm just going around. The birds haven't noticed, the bees haven't noticed it yet, or the butterflies. So there's a couple of them there. Yeah, so I don't think I think it's been too hot for the bees and butterflies, because it's like over 40 yesterday in my garden. So there's another Trekkie here, which has got new growth poking up. That's all new growth there. Settled in very well after a couple of years. Yeah, there's another Cordlines with the rust. Another pink china at the bottom. So that's what's happening at the back. I'm hoping that these yellows and reds bring out a bit of colour. Otherwise, a very green area. So if we just step back a bit, so you can see. So all these bananas were saved from last winter. If you saw my videos, I wrapped them up, unwrapped them. But on this side here, there's no new pups. But I believe in there, when I went to feed it the other day, there's one pup in there. And you can probably see that Trekkie now, that new growth there. And this Waggy's coming up with new growth. That's a long shot of it. So here we have another canary date palm. This is 2 years old. I put it in the ground in April, and all this is all new growth. I worry about the winter when winter comes, but it was in the pot for 2 years. Put it in the ground and it's really blossoming. And I've got some more Alstroemerias. I'm not sure what colours they are yet. They're not. I think there's some blue ones actually. A couple there to give it a bit of colour. There is a ferns. I have no idea what these ferns are. I can't remember. They're just standard from B&Q or somewhere. There's one there that sort of died away, but actually came back. So I'll just leave it there to do its thing. And over here's another Butia Odorata, another B&M buy. This one I put in the ground in a raised bed, and again surrounded by some Alstroemerias. One there, one there. I'm sure these are blue, I can't remember. And there's one here, a budding actually. Oh, Mr. Toucan's fallen over, but anyway. So all this here is all new growth. Yeah, all new growth. I think this Butia and a canary date palm over there I put in the ground in April maybe, and since then the weather's been really good, so they've obviously love it. We've had a really hot summer, very dry so far, as you can probably see with the grass. I can come out and water it all the time, but my local water company are going to send me a little thank you card for all the money I'm making them. So if I go to the middle aisle, that's another salvia there. I'm not too sure what colour it is, I can't remember. I've got pink charm at the bottom, that's in for a couple of years now. And again I've got a fern which I have no idea what the fern is. A standard one from B&Q or somewhere, B&M. So again I've got this African Queen. This is standing about 6 foot tall, that one. Got one there not budded out yet. And as you can see, the bananas are taking a bit of a battering again. It's been really windy, we've had some really windy days. It's just taking a battering. There's a roller coming up there. This is a pup from last year. I've not noticed any new pups for this year. There's a big roller coming out, it's hitting the top of the old Trachy. This one's hitting the top of the Trachy. It's got to fight for it. There's another ladybird. See the ladybird go inside there? Yeah, if the camera picks it up. Ladybird went in there. So again, there's no pups for this year that I can see. I did have, as I mentioned before, down here, a Sikkimensis Bengal tiger. It never survived for some reason. So it never even popped up. No new growth or anything. But the pink chinas were there the year before. So in the middle here, with all this new growth, that's a B&M Trachy. That's been in the ground for a year now. No issues, this is all growth, all new growth. And you can see the red Crocosmias there, to give it some colour. I think these are blue. I think they're blue, those salvias. So if we go around here, these Crocosmias haven't popped up yet. There's the salvias that are sort of purple. The Crocosmias that are red. So that's what it looks like. And here we have more of the lilies. And that one there, this one here is over 6 foot tall. It's got a little bit of fragrance to them, but again, all that pollen, I don't think the bees or the butterflies have sussed it out yet. It may have been too hot for them, because these only come out the last 2 days. It may be too hot for them to come out. They may come out in the evening and sniff them. Again, at the front here I've got a Trachy, which has got loads of new growth coming through, as you can see. More purple fantasies around the side here. I need to trim, give it a haircut. They've all been in the ground a couple of years. This island's about 2 years or maybe 2.5 years. Crocosmias are poking up. So if I stand back, just wanted to give it a bit of colour against the green. I don't know if you can see it too well. And along here are the Canna lilies. Along here, some have started to bloom. Some aren't yet blooming. There's the Cleopatra, is probably one of my favourite ones. There, hasn't fully come out yet. There's a Stuttgart with the multicolour leaves. That hasn't started to come out just yet, the flowers. That one's starting to poke through. I can't remember if this is the black one or Tropicana. Tropicana black, I believe this one is, sorry. That one's a mixed bag. And so the rest haven't. Someone's got a leaf roller there. Haven't really come out yet. That's a gold Tropicana. I think there's another gold Tropicana and a Durban. So that's what it's looking like right now in the first day of July. Also, been here in the UK. If you're not from the UK, we've had, where I live in Northamptonshire. We've had very little rain. I think we expect some tomorrow, and it's been really, really warm. Yesterday was over 40. Currently, right now, I'm doing 35.5. Currently, it's more humidity, I think, today. We've got a Calla lily in that big bowl, which hasn't decided to flower just yet. So I said the bar's been used and put back. If it's going to rain, I'll just tuck everything in actually. But yeah, so this canary date palm, I said, it's got lots of new growth. I'll decide what I'll do with it in the winter. It's on wheels, but because it's lanky, I tied them together to keep it quite straight, so it's a very little movement. Cheesmanii, or Cheesman, is doing pretty well, if you remember how small it was before. And obviously the Musella Lasiocarpa, I've got to wait till it flowers. I moved my rhododendron over here. Not sure if it likes it too much because it gets full sun here, but it made the other side a bit tidier. I had some lupins, I had some flowers in there. I had some stuff in there, but the weather got to it, dried out, died, so they're nice pots. Gives it a bit of colour on that fence. So what's happening then at the front? Yes, I had some fuchsias in there, but the weather got to them. They got really dried out and they died, so they never survived. Pots are nice and colourful against that sort of dark wall. You have a lot I put in here, which is doing better. So looking at the front, all the Callas have come up. Got purple, whites, yellows. They've all come up. The Trek is doing well, as you would expect. It's got all new growth on the front. It's got new fronds coming through, quite a few of them coming through, and settled in well. And the new Chamaerops at the front there, that's a new one. That's got new growth poking through. It's doing well. This one looks like a twin head. That one. I said these Callas are all surviving. Have survived. That one's dying. I've pulled that one out. Yeah, that one's grown. They've all taken. I said it's the weather really. So yeah, the Calla lilies are 2 years old, and I stored them outside for winter. I think they need to be split next spring. I think this one, particularly this one over here, is really overloaded, and the white one over there. Again, it just gives some colour. The pots are colourful, gives some colour, otherwise just a screen. A couple of people that walk by my front here have always said, oh, they're nice. What are they? It's always nice to hear. But that Trek has been there, I think it's been there 2 years, this underground, and you see there's a lot of new fronds popping up. it gets a lot of sun at the front here for a few hours. I need to deadhead that. In fact, what you do, you pull them out, so I need to do that. So that's the front. Excuse the domestics. And this is a long shot of the garden. So all the Canna lilies on the right hand side, because that's south facing. So I put the Butia in a raised bed, and I put the original canary date palm in a raised bed. The other Butia is in that one there. I may, depending on what happens in the winter and stuff, I may actually put that in the ground next year, God willing. I'll find a place to put that. Bamboo's going well. What I want to do with the bamboo is when it grows is use it as screening. And the front here, the front here, because I don't have curtains or blinds on the kitchen window, so I can use it as a bit of a screening for a change. Pink Chinas, Cheesmanii, Cheesman, Golden Lotus. Yeah, and that's it really. That's what's happening there. So the Canna lilies are slowly but surely flowering. These, as you can see, the yellow, the African Queen lilies, so the tallest one's over 6 foot tall, that they won't last that long, unfortunately, but there is a fragrance of them. As I saw, there's a lot of pollen on them, so I'm waiting for the butterflies and the bees. But I think it's been too hot for them to come out until possibly the evening, but they've only been out for 2 days. I think today's really the 2nd day. Yeah, so that's what's an update, what's happening here with myself in my little garden. So the grass is suffering, and I'm pouring so much profit into my local water company. They should send me a thank you card. So, any questions, etc., leave a comment, and I'll catch you again. So I thought I'd have a look at it at 7:30. It's sort of sun's going down a bit now. It's currently 27 degrees according to my outside thermometer. So just have a look when it's not so, the sun's not full on. I believe, according to the weather, I'm going to get a bit of rain tomorrow morning, so I've left water and everything tonight, and hopefully it will help tomorrow morning. So just sun setting down there. So it's much cooler now. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love the warm weather, I like hot weather. So yeah, so the bananas I saved from last year, if you saw me wrapping them up and unwrapping them, we did have a lot of wind and they got a bit of battering, as you can probably see. But as I said before, no new pups on that lot there. There's one new pup coming on that lot there. It's a bit of a job getting in the middle of all that. So Crocosmias, as you can see, the red ones are poking through. Again, I keep saying this to give a bit of colour. But that's what it looks like at sort of later in the evening, when the sun's sort of going down. And still, have a look at these. Yeah, they're still there. That no bees or butterflies have come yet to take any nectar from there. There is a smell. There is a fragrance from those, quite strong fragrance actually. There's quite a few of those African queens in this middle aisle anyway. So yeah, it's a quick look at sort of sun going down, 7:30. I mean, it won't go down to like 9:30 or something, but it's a bit shadier right now. Anybody's asking, the angry man, my grandson calls that the angry man. That was from the range. They were from the range as well. And these ones were from B&M. And the toucans, which I've got to straighten that one out, that's from an eBay seller. The solars don't work anymore. The problem with some of these solars, if you look, I think I may have mentioned this before, when they got the solar panel on top, they get knackered because the water actually does go in. So it's the same with these. Again, if they're on top, the water gets in and they go bad after a while. So just to avoid trying to get ones with the solar on top, like these ones here. Like this one here, you see, it's on the top, it gets wet and they get buggered up and they stop working. So yeah, so the big ones, the one over there wearing a hat, that was from the range. They're from the range. The smaller ones, like that one over there, is B&M. If you're interested in Easter heads. Got a parrot there. That's solar, that works. I've got that from eBay shop. And I've got a few of these things on here. My grandchildren like these little birds. But the toucans, again from an eBay shop, and the parrots from an eBay shop. And it looks like this parrot's tail's come off. Oops, so I've got to glue that back. Yeah, so B&M and the range, but they're all bought last year. The shower curtains, these are actually shower curtains. I wrapped them up because we had a lot of wind. I'll just show it if I can do one. I have got curtains for this gazebo, but they're brown. And I got these. I'll just show you. Let me just show you. There's a tiki bar and stuff, exotic cocktails. I got that from Amazon actually. They're shower curtains. It ones which is that sort of thing. And they're just hooks. Holes with hooks. Yes, that's Amazon. I got that last year I think, or possibly the year before. So if anyone is just these tiki bits, and these little birds up here, I think they're Amazon as well. They're Amazon. There we go. That's from the range. That's from the range. I've got a lot of signs here, but when it rains, I take them off. I got them on eBay. So I thought I'd give you a little aerial view. This is from upstairs, from one of the bedrooms, looking down. Sun's still out. It's not sun. I mean, the sun's still out. It's not dark yet. That's what I meant. So that's from one side, looking down. And this is from another angle, from a different window. And here's a night view. The problem is I moved too close to the back door, the security light will come on and you won't be able to see it all. Oh, it's come on. As I said it would. At the back they're all electric lights. Yeah, so that's a night view with a floodlight on.